Hi, Dr. Bo here again. I just saw poor old Geophrey sitting in there, not doing anything, so I asked him to come in here and help me explain what I just explained about Jill. See, everything was over to the left. Everything, when patients like this come in, and especially I had a dentist that comes in too, and he's been leaning over patients like that, so he's got a left curvature in his thoracics also. So they all come in with that. Usually predominantly it's a left lumbar. I hardly ever see anybody with a right predilection. It's always to the left. So as I fix that over time, it doesn't happen, an adjustment that you just crack it and leave it, it doesn't really work. But the patient using the foam wedges and holding it in place, eventually you correct this left curvature. Now this is still here to the left and all these ribs are over to the left. So those have to follow along too. So when you approach this diaphragm level, there's going to be a little bit of hitch in the get along there until you get through this muscular part and get up in here to the more free bones, which will move more easily to the right. So you've got the patient comes in and they're to the left, and you fix this and you fix this and you fix that, and that helps them with their low back pain and all the sciaticas and all the stuff they go through with all those muscles everybody talks about. They're all responding to these vertebral misalignments, the piriformis and so forth, and sciatica. As soon as you move over the lumbar spine and get that underneath the head better, things go better. And then the chest takes a little longer. You run into the muscle here at the diaphragm where my fist is. That's where the diaphragm is. That's the diaphragm. And then you're going to have to do these ribs, and these ribs are interfaced with these vertebrae through a tiny little joint, a knuckle joint. So there's the facet joints, which you have here, and then you have another knuckle joint that you're going to have to realign because the rib cage is distorted and it's rubbery, it's cartilaginous, so it has a memory. So you push it in, and what to do? Mine comes back out again. So understand, you're going to have to do some on your foam wedges and hold that at night, preferably after the chiropractor gets it loose and gets it moved in. But even without that, do that work at home that we give you so that you can move this rib cage. It's going to take another year or so to move that rib cage. It ain't going to go over with an adjustment and then stay there. It's just not going to do it. The ribs are too resilient. They're going to have that memory, especially you're dealing with a 55 to 65-year-old patient or older, and the ribs are going to have that memory, and it's going to take a while to push them over. They're going to keep trying to pull everything back out again. And if you left the patient alone, I had a patient tell me that I wasn't in the picture, so here I am in the picture. I don't know what, I'd rather look at what I'm holding than my face. So anyway, the correction is going to go ahead and work its way up the spine, and then you're going to have to go through that. There's no way to just go and move it over. It's not going to work that way. These are all, not only do they have memory in the ligament structures, but there's memory in the cerebellum to change. You have to change all those old memories from that fall off the swing when you were 5. That's how effective that is. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe.